Guys, can we stop donating our paychecks to Marvel, please? Also, the light I normally use, the fucking bulb went out, so you're getting whatever the fuck lighting this is. You can't see anything. So I guess I'm sitting over here now. I like Marvel movies as much as the next guy. Well, except for that one, and also that one, and also getting back on track. Marvel's good. I know it's good, you know it's good, but what the hell is going on? Marvel movies have been on the decline in quality for a while now. It's not like super recent, but you get the point. So quickly, I just want to talk about why and what you can do about it so we don't have to watch like an hour-long video talking about every movie. We're gonna keep it pretty simple. Oversaturating the market. They are making too much shit, and quite frankly, it's getting out of hand. I'm gonna show you a list of all the major MCU projects that have been released in the past few years. Right? I want you to take a look at something because it's kind of interesting. At the very most, they released 3 movies each year from 2016 to 2019, which is already a lot, don't get me wrong. So, on average, you would get about 6 to 8 hours of Marvel content. Now, if we look at Phase 4, we have this clusterfuck, which I'm not even going to put into a chart. We have WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, What If, Eternals, Hawkeye, No Way Home, and that's all in 2021. And we're getting Love and Thunder and another Disney Plus show next month. It's just too much content to keep up with. In 2021 alone, you have roughly 8 hours plus 6 whole ass TV shows. Now I know that technically, no, you don't have to watch all the shows, but it becomes incredibly jarring if you don't. And I'll use myself as an example. I saw Multiverse of Madness. However, I didn't watch WandaVision. And seeing Wanda go from I'm upset my boyfriend died, but you know, I'm okay with his sacrifice, to I'm going to destroy multiple universes in order to have children that were never real in the first place. It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird, kind of awkward. And the whole time I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, what the fuck is a Darkhold? Where was this talked about before? It's kind of weird to introduce a game-breaking object like this with no prior build-up. But then again, they could have built it up in WandaVision. It's scummy at best and downright predatory at worst. It sucks because I like keeping up with the MCU, but because they've just been mass producing so much stuff, I haven't watched a lot of the newer material. And that newer material fundamentally changes how the series functions. There's actually a really great video my friend Zach sent me. I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, if you have the half hour to watch it, it's pretty good. This problem only gets more exacerbated as we keep letting them produce more content like this. And I'm sorry, I'm not watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier for a 2-second cameo in Black Panther 2 to make sense. What do you do after the end? Not to get too much into lecture mode, but what do you do after the 20 movie buildup that costs the lives of half of the universe? Where do you go with that? How do you keep raising the stakes? You see, this is why Phase 4, in my eyes, is set up to fail. Thunder! Thor's mad at me. Stop raising the stakes. It's ruining everything. Stakes in film and literature is essentially a game of the audience and the creator calling each other's bluffs. In Doc McStuffins in the Multiverse of Madness, even if you don't think about it outright, we knew he was gonna win. And not in like the, he's the good guy, he's gonna win. Because that's not what I mean. When the stakes are Doctor Strange wins or they risk colliding parallel universes, everyone in the audience knows that he can't lose, because if he does, everything we've watched at that point is essentially thrown out of the window for no payoff. However, in No Way Home, it doesn't feel like that. That's because in No Way Home, the real question isn't whether or not they can get everyone back home before the universes collide. It's about whether or not Peter can save the people he's responsible for hurting. That's why every scene in that movie feels real, and even though we know that he's almost guaranteed by the power of plot to get him back, we still feel that panic and rush when things start to go wrong. Also, shout out to my boy Shang-Chi, who's over in the cool side of the cafeteria. This movie also works because they scaled down the primary conflict. The demons in the wall is a secondary conflict because the focus is on the familiar struggle. I actually think that's why Shang-Chi and No Way Home are the only good movies in Phase 4 so far. And I mean, hopefully Love and Thunder, but who knows. Let's talk money. I don't think I need to tell you that Marvel movies make a ton of money. And because the brand is too big to fail, it's become blatantly obvious that the only reason they're doing it is for money. They aren't even interested in telling good stories anymore. And you can tell that's the case because every movie they make feels the fucking same right now. How blatantly disrespectful as a studio can you be to literally kill off a major character in a movie just to develop them after they're dead and have the only relevant connection being a spin-off show that we need to use your subscription service to watch? What pisses me off is that this strategy works, and it works well, because it's Marvel. I cannot imagine any other studio getting away with this. Can you imagine DC getting away with that? I mean, they try, but they wouldn't get away with it. When the brand is too big to fail, it becomes the responsibility of the audience to help motivate the studio into fixing its shit. But this is a problem. Disney doesn't need to try anymore. Marvel doesn't need to try anymore. They're literally putting in the bare minimum effort and getting away with it because they have the brand power. This is where the consumer's to blame. And yes, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me too. I'm not safe. Stop supporting lazy content. Demand better from the studios who are making the stuff you're watching. The only way we have to communicate with these big brands is money. If a movie is gonna be a lazy shit show, don't fucking watch it. Or if you want to watch it, at least be vocal about the issues you have with it. I'm not saying nitpick every detail in whatever you're watching until you end up hating it, because that's what I do. That's my job. But at least point out what's wrong with it, so that way these dumbass directors can start taking some notes. So yeah, that's my quick Marvel rant. Can't tell you why I wanted to make it, just wanted to get some of it off my chest. Stop supporting shit content, except for my shit content. By the way, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment also, let me know what you think about Marvel Phase 4 and why it's kind of being ass right now. New review coming out next month. It's a certain series I've been asked to review multiple times. It's not as bad as I thought. That's the only hint I'm giving you. But yeah, until then, I'm Nightly. You've been awesome. I'll see you soon. Or maybe at the end of next month, because apparently I can't do these in a timely manner at all. So, who knows?